Bruh, it's freaking snowing out. Oh boy, he's back. Along with seasonal depression, but it's important to take vitamins and such and get your sunshine, vitamin D, and everything. But, yeah, anyways, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic discussion video. So, wanted to do a few discussion videos, with it being towards the end of the year and now being full-fledged into like season 3 or arc 3 in Japan, details for it coming out. So yeah, with this is going to be basically a video just talking about season 3 and such going forward. So the details of it, if you don't want any spoilers on arc 3 or season 3, you want to click away from this video in 5 seconds. But yeah, so I have seen up until 102. I haven't seen 103 yet. I usually wait for the episode to get subbed. That way I can fully understand all the context of everything that's going on, I don't speak Japanese or anything, But some words obviously I understand, but just knowing the full context, because it helps to get details and ideas for things that much more going forward. But yeah, so this being said, season 3, arc 3, starting off with like fast-paced tone that none of the other seasons started off with, like obviously introducing things and such, but immediately getting to the point like things being wild with this season. Like the switch up with like, they introduced stuff with X with season 1 at the beginning, season 2 at the beginning, obviously Tenka coming in and the mysteriousness of her and the Beyblade world evolving, and now season 3. Things hitting the fan, honestly, right away. A second X Tower has literally appeared from the underground. Had a feeling that the underground or the underworld was going to rise up because they talked about it in season 2. And, this new tower being headed by Zero Kurosu with the 0 and the hat, and his 9 children. Except the thing is he has 10 children. It's wild, dude. Like, the story for this already is really wild, and they made it wild in 2 episodes. Like I said, this is probably going to be a lot of people's favorite season. Like, at least thus far after this season, the theme for it already, I'm like, damn, it's solid, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, already with this season, you got Zero in the new tower rising with, like, the Kurosu children. You've got like the underworld themes that are unresolved from the last season, so obviously going with underworld, like Bido, him and Chrome, Chrome being like in the underworld with shit big time. Omega still had influence with stuff with the underworld, at least being on like that. Her and Chrome are definitely like the in-between middle characters, like the Ryuga, if you will, at this stage. It's like you don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They're both like in the middle with that, because Chrome's gonna be Common Y, having impact Drake for sure. Like I see him going around as Common Y and remaining as Common Y until shit gets real, and his characters that really know who he is, like Axe and such, where he comes back into things as Chrome. But we gotta have a showdown with X and Y for sure facing off. I hope it's so intense that we get some like season 2 God or Evolution type shit where like Louis faced Shu or Red Eye, and then Red Eye's mask crack and it showed that it was Shu, but then he went further down the rabbit hole or something like that. Like, bro, it's wild. It's really, really wild. But this new tower showing up, declaring war literally on the X Tower. They did, like the Kurosu clan declaring war on the X Tower, and it's like, holy shit, like so much with it already. They're out advanced, like they've over advanced them, because the 4X system, they showcased Zero in this gigantic freaking halo above the new tower, like their technologies further, like basically all these things way ahead. So you see the theme of like they gotta stop Zero, and obviously the Kurosu clan. Things are gonna get wild to the point where like Zero, I think that man's gonna be unmasked, and that's obviously X's dad. But the story being X, literally the first 2 episodes, he has 9 children. He actually has 10. Literally, he completely, like, you talk about orphaned X. He's like, nah, he's not a part of this family. Ginro can take care of him, and that's literally it. And he was his mentor. He doesn't even remember Zero. It's like Zero underestimated him so much that he's like, nah, he's not even an actual Kurosu. He's not even a part of it. Like, maybe something about his power or such, but it's funny because he's surely going to become the strongest out of all of them, and I truly believe that with the way they built up X and Ginro even saying he's not human, like, whew, He devours stars. And it's crazy going back looking at the show because I watched the show in English in season 2 or arc 2 when Tenka faced X and she was like, he devoured the stars. And that it started the season with that and then it ended it with Omega saying the same thing, which blew my fucking mind, man. Like going back and seeing that they even knew the details of it and thinking about things for the future. Then now in the season where they're talking about bays of the future and they literally like foreshadowed a bunch of shit with season 2 already, and it's gonna be wild, man. Like, oh, it's gonna be so good. But definitely, like, Zero's gonna end up having a bay. This is like some homage to like the 10 legendary bladers of you know, a Metal Fury. Like 10 kids, 10 legendary bladers are like the 9 and 1 with him, but then actually didn't even consider a kid. Like the 9 and the 1, the 9 on the legendary bladers, and the Diablo Nemesis itself. If we get some like Nemesis type of homage with this, that'll be insane. They're doing homages to previous generations of Beyblade with this. You know, we've seen it with Classic Gen, we've seen it with Metal Fight, and we're seeing it a little bit with Burst. Valkyrie Volt thus far being the main one that we've seen an homage with. But like Clock Mirage, that's Flame Vixis and Twisted Tempo both with that, I'd say. Soul Eclipse, I think Soul Blaze and Duo Eclipse from Burst. So that's even a Burst reference with that a bit too, but also Metal Fight with that. It's so cool. References to 2 different gens in one bay, and that's really awesome how they built it up. But, you know, 3, 4, we obviously got to find out the names of all the kids and their bays and such. I think 5 is going to be the next one that's going to be coming in, so I won't be surprised if, like, the next random booster that we get, which I'm guessing then, December, they're going to drop a random booster. They usually drop a random booster at the end of the year, and I won't be surprised if it's 5's bay. But, yeah, like, there's so much going on with it, like finding out the Kurosu kids, you know, bladers from the X Tower, and making it where we're gonna have returning bladers with new bays and such. I mean, Rhino Reaper, you know damn well, like they gotta have Cho have that. It makes full sense Cho having it, like an offensive Rhino Bay. 450, like C file, 455 dot. It's got its own frame with it, you know, like Sis Blade with it. Like how there's Whale Flame as well. I see Mako having Whale Flame. And then the HT kind of paying homage to Bird. Seeing how much he's improved, her improving herself and such. And that's a cool homage or reference with that. Yeah, and a bunch of other characters coming back. Like Zugan's gonna be a part of this, you know, like a new Leon, a CX Leon for sure. We're gonna get. I think we're gonna, like, we got Rhino Reaper. I won't be surprised us getting a new Viper, a CX Viper. You know, a UX Rhino or Viper would also be cool to be seen. They could possibly do that. A new Leon, you know, like I said, the pattern for it, like there's Leon Claw, which is balance. There's Leon Crest, which is defense. So that leaves attack and stamina for the types that King could do. I won't be surprised if he has a CX Leon that's like an attack type. Same thing with like Burn and Yggdrasil. You know, a new Sphinx would be dope. New Unicorn. Both of those would be really, really awesome to see, whether it's UX or CX versions of them. And then a new Phoenix for sure. And there's a rumored name. It's not confirmed or anything, but like Phoenix Flare, which that would make sense, man. Flare Phoenix Flare. He's done attack. He's done stamina. Phoenix Wing, Phoenix Rudder. So defense or balance with it would be really dope. I would love to see like Phoenix, and if it's defense, they have a perfect opportunity, like hand delivered on a plate to them. TT does. This bay has reference to Phoenix from the 3rd season of Burst, like Cho Z, like the armor gimmick that shoots off and you can somehow put it on there. You know damn well they'll be used big time, especially for X and the gimmick and everything. They want to put in more gimmicks. They find a way to do that Phoenix type of gimmick with the armor shooting around the stadium. It's over. You already know, man. Like that immediately, that Phoenix, a lot of people want to get it. It would be like Phoenix Wing all over again. When Phoenix Wing first came out, so many people using it. And it was like around the time of the Bay Super Brawl too. Some people had the silver one because the red one wasn't even out then. But they had the silver one and brought it to the Brawl. It was so fucking cool, man. Like, that's definitely a gimmick. I've always been a big fan of that gimmick. And also, like, Phi, Pain, both of them were really, really dope characters. So, yeah, Pain homage to them. Would love to see it. Burn gets a new Phoenix. And it has that gimmick or such. And defense type, that'll be damn sick, for sure. But also, like, Team Misleaders, Team Goldius, like, them. You could get, like, Tricera or Fox or, like, you know, Scorpio. Different versions of those bays, you know, because one being BX, one UX, one CX. Who knows? Maybe they could come back with new bays, different versions. Got to see the return of Tenka. Got to see the return of Omega. Like Tenka definitely having a CX Samurai. It'll make sense when she comes back. Tenka, a BX Pegasus. Like, we got UX and CX. I would not mind seeing a BX Pegasus for damn sure, man. Yeah, but with that, just a crazy showdown for the fate of X City. Big time build up for that, between like the battle between the two towers. Characters getting new bays on, like, you know, obviously the side of like X City's tower, and then like the Shadow Tower, we'll see the Kurosu Tower. The whole underworld's gonna rise up through that. It's gonna be crazy, man. Chrome versus X, maybe that's what we see, is like Chrome in the other tower, and then in this one, and that's where we get the showdown. It's gonna be crazy, man. All hell is gonna break loose with this season. It's gonna be nuts. Like, you talk about destruction. The first episode of this season was called Destruction. So imagine how the last episode of the season is going to look. We're not ready, man. It's going to be wild. Season 3 is always crazy. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. Brooklyn and Zeus, Plastic Gen, Metal Fight Beyblade was a Nemesis Crisis. Burst was Phi and the Lord of Destruction, or God of Destruction, Madness, and Chozi. So you know damn well Season 3X is going to be wild. What things are you guys looking forward to with this? Let me know in the comments. I'll also be making a video talking about parts and such I want to see included with this, because a lot of things I mentioned with this, definitely want to get into like some parts and stuff that I want to see. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily, and if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and go shoot or let it rip. I'm up out of here.